Welcome to my podcast studio. So this is where I've been doing all of my podcasting recently. It's just kind of a little makeshift setup. It's in the basement of my house. It's quiet down here. We had this desk, so I kind of just took over the space with my stuff. This is all of my equipment here. I actually had it's kind of messy right now. I've got cords everywhere. I don't have the wireless one, but yeah, I can set it up and kind of show you how I go about doing this. And I used to have, like, on the bottom of this microphone stand, I might need to make it a little more sturdy because when I kind of adjust this, it tips over. Oh, wow. Because this was supposed to, there was a
base?
Yeah, there was a base that it clips onto the side of a table.
Okay.
But this table is so thick that it didn't fit on it.
Right, yeah.
So I didn't realize that. So I have to keep it kind of like this. I can adjust this a little bit, but yeah, that's the only...
It's still pretty sturdy though.
Yeah, no, it's good for me. It's fine. But yeah, and then I keep my journal here because if you've listened to my episodes, I do a strong girl segment at the end where I just read off a quote. And when I was doing a lot of reading last year, I would write in a lot of the quotes in this book. So I just kind of use this as my reference for the quotes. Yeah, so I'll show you how I set it up. I had to buy a computer for this. I didn't have a computer.
So this is
believe
all
it or not.
brand new
This
stuff.
is all new.
Okay.
Yeah, this is all new.
Okay.
So...
Oh, I guess for the people that haven't had a chance to listen to your podcast, it's called Strong Girl Podcast.
Strong Girl Style.
Strong Girl Style.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
All right. And
so
how would you kind of like abbreviate and describe it?
Yeah, so I wanted the main targeted audience for this to be younger females in sports because I felt like I had a lot of things to share that I experienced this last year in particular, surrounding things like that. Whether that was just like being a young competitor and handling that with school, and then also growing up. And I feel like when you're growing up and you're so heavily involved in a sport, you can kind of lose your identity in the sport. So I just felt like other young girls might be able to relate to that if it doesn't have to be a sport even, it could be anything that just like takes up a lot of your time. And then also just if they are athletes, like I've learned a lot about training around your cycle and things like that, and then just like the mental aspect of sport as well. So that was kind of the targeted audience for that. I wanted it to be kind of girly and fun, but that's not to say that men might not take something away from it too. There might just be like certain episodes that maybe a guy would want to skip, like the female cycle one if he's like not interested in that. Right. But I feel like there could be takeaways for anybody on a lot of the episodes, but I wanted to do the branding kind of like that to kind of target that type of audience. Okay. So yeah, cool. I've been excited about it. I've been working on it for a bit now.
Where did this idea come from? I mean, I kind of feel like...
Yeah, no, it's true. It was kind of random.
Yeah.
I actually had some people tell me, I think it was a joke though. Okay. People tell me like, oh, you should start a podcast. Like I'd be talking about something. And I never actually took that seriously, like at all. And then one day I was like, so in the 3 months that I took off of CrossFit after the games, actually episode 2 that I'm going to be posting here today, I talk about like a life update and kind of what I was doing during that time and things like that. So yeah, to give a little more context, it's in there if you decide to listen. Okay, we won't ruin it. But where was I going with this? The idea of the podcast. Right. So I was just kind of at a point where I stopped training. I needed some time off, and it was a like huge change in pace. I felt like I went from doing a lot to doing like nothing. So I was feeling kind of bored and lost and not really sure what to do with myself. And Yeah, I was actually scrolling on TikTok, and this influencer that I really like, she, if anyone knows, Alex Earl, her podcast is Hot Mess. I listened to that. And so she was doing like a day vlog of like things she does for her podcast. And I was like, that looks really fun. Like it looks like a fun day of doing cool things. And then literally that night I was like, I'm gonna start a podcast. And I like, it was like 11 at night, and I like got out my book and I just like started writing out ideas on like things I was gonna do. And then ever since then I kind of never looked back. So.
And you did all the research too, like all the equipment here, like.
Yeah, this was actually Snorri's recommendation, my manager.
Okay.
He's very knowledgeable when it comes to sound things, and obviously having good sound in the podcast is really important. I know myself, I get annoyed if I'm listening to something that like doesn't have good sound.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to, even though it was definitely an investment, it was really worth like buying this stuff to have good sound. I need to, as a user, get better at like managing this stuff.
But you're learning.
Yeah, I'm definitely, I've learned a lot already. Like how to best, like talking into the microphone, like front on is like, you can hear, like I sound out of breath at times, I noticed when I'm talking.
Yeah.
So and then I noticed when I talk like from the side, it doesn't sound as bad. It sounds a little more natural. So.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay,
so just little things like that I've learned as I record. I'm sure if you listen, you can probably tell it's like my first ones, but yeah, that's okay.
I listened to it and I think it's good. Yeah,
hopefully it'll get better as I go, and I'm hoping to eventually get guests on. So I'm trying to plan some fun things for that. And yeah, this is all very much out of my comfort zone, and I'm not really someone to like want to put myself out there like that, but I don't know, I just felt like, what if I got to lose kind of thing, and I know myself, I would have liked to hear things like this. So I don't know, even if it just helps one person, that makes me happy. You got a lot to share,
and you're excited about sharing it.
Yeah.
And I think it's great. I mean, I think the reception's been pretty good, pretty positive.
So far, yeah, it's been. I've actually been blown away with, like, how many positive feedback I've gotten. So. Excellent. Yeah.
So, like, how do we post the second episode? Like, what do you actually have to do?
Yeah, so I use the software called Riverside. Okay. I'm gonna open it here. Yeah. So I can do it.
So you're literally right now posting it now?
Yeah, I'm gonna be posting it now.
And then it's gonna go live on the internet?
Yeah, it might take like a little bit to, like, I will post it. It might take a little bit to actually like upload.
Okay.
But, okay, let me.
I think by the time people watch this video.
It will be out.
It'll be up,
yeah. Okay, so yeah, I've got, the thing I like about Riverside is I record into it. Not sponsored. No. But I like that I can see the text, because especially since I am so new to this, I feel like there's a lot of like, or like, I say like a lot.
Same.
And I can like, I just did it again. Edit those things out really easily by seeing the text. So that's very helpful, which is why I like this. Thank goodness for editing.
Yeah.
And so yeah, so I go into the Spotify for creators.
Oh, here's something I wanted to ask you.
Oh yeah.
So right now it's on Spotify. Like, can you put it on other platforms? Like
I'm sure I could. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I've gone up in followers.
Oh, it even tells you.
Yeah. Okay. So this is what I see on my screen right now. This is pretty good. I have 330 Spotify followers. I think the last time I looked, I was at like 220. So that's actually good.
Okay, that's great.
But yeah, I can see the comments. I can see consumption hours. I can see the streams. So that's pretty cool. I like to see this stuff.
Which areas of the world are listening and stuff like that too as well.
I'm sure it could, but I don't see that part.
Maybe re-dive in later on.
Yeah.
That's
so cool, yeah, this is how I didn't write the description yet. I'm gonna need to write the description. Okay, description is all written out. I'm going to upload it now. It usually takes a little bit though before it's actually like out and up on Spotify. It needs to, I think, go through like a review process, but I've got it all set and ready to go. I'm going to publish it here, and David and I are going to head to the gym and do a little bit of a workout. Hopefully I can do ring muscle-ups today.
You've been working on them.
I know. The last time I did them here, I basically fell through the ring.
What?
My first attempt doing it here.
Do you have it on video?
No.
Damn it.
But there were witnesses. I think they were still getting like 7. No, but that was like a max set. Yeah. But the first one was like. She did go up and almost. Yeah. And then like the dip was like. in the studio. We just finished up my workout at CrossFit Elmira, which was really good.
This is a new space. Like, it's new for me, and I guess the first time I've seen you like work out there, and first time on the video and stuff.
Yeah. So I have just been like enjoying switching it up. Like the gyms that I go to, I think I go to 3 in total. So CrossFit Cambridge, CrossFit Elmira, and then CrossFit PSC. And I just like the rotation that I've got going on. I like, you know, I've got like my groups of people at each gym, and I just feel like it's nice to switch up the environments, especially when you're training so much and you're in the gym so much. It's nice to kind of switch things up from time to time. So I found that to be more like helping to motivate me even more.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, in my training also. So yeah, today we were at Elmira, so that was good.
Speaking of training, so what did you do today?
Yes, so today, let me show you. I've got it on. I use this app called OneNote.
Okay.
So I had my week 1. Basically, I did a 5-week build. I'm on week 6 right now. So that was just mainly because I took 3 months off, obviously. So that was just like getting comfortable with like gymnastics, barbell cycling, like using a barbell. I didn't use a barbell in like 3 months. So just like all things that was in this 5-week build. And then I'm now on week 6, which is a deload. And then I'm gonna do a 4-week like competition build. And then it'll be Wadaposa. Okay. So yeah, today.
Did you come up with all these like movements yourself? Like this is your own program?
Yeah, so for those of you that maybe aren't familiar, Josh decided to take a bit of a step back. He's pivoting a little bit from coaching athletes, so, which I totally respect. That was his decision, and you know, he's got a young family too, and being a coach especially, it can be like a very time-consuming thing, and I know when he does something, he wants to put his best effort forward when he does it. So I've obviously learned a lot from him over the years and figured out like what feels good to me and what doesn't. He's obviously guided me to where I am today, and we've had a lot of success together, and it's been a great journey so far. So it is kind of sad that this...
It felt a little weird, like honestly, with Josh not being there, because I'm just so used to it.
I know, yeah.
It's Josh, like.
I know, yeah. So it's definitely like something different. I've obviously never done this without him before. Yeah. So it just feels different, but different isn't always a bad thing. It's just different, yeah, a new thing.
For sure.
But yeah, so I've been taking a lot of the things that I've learned from him and with him over the years and just kind of trying to apply that to what I'm doing now. I also just kind of felt like easing back into it that way by just kind of like, I mean, I'm obviously not where I was when I started, so just kind of, I kind of knew where I was at, like when I started coming back into CrossFit, which was very far from where I was. So just kind of using that knowledge of like trying to be in tune with myself that way to just kind of start getting back into things. So yeah, yeah, I don't know.
Well, I think this is a good way to wrap up the video, and yeah, next thing is this video will be out on Christmas Day, so I think happy holidays to everyone who supported our journey and watched the videos.
Yeah, happy holidays to everybody, and thank you for tuning in and watching and joining us today. And yeah, happy New Year. Hope everyone has a good New Year, and yeah, see you on the next one.